What's up, everyone? I know I'm a bit late to the party, but here, today, I have one of the most anticipated third-party kit in my hands. The angry Shinn Asuka bootleg. And let's see if it truly holds up to all the hype. Alright, I thought I should just get this out of the way, but at first glance, I know a lot of people are going to be like, what's up with the hype with this kit? It's just the Destiny Gundam. Well, yes and no. You see, this Destiny isn't just any ordinary HG. The sculpt and mold is actually based on a metal robot Damashi design. And ever since the release of Seed Freedom, the metal robot Damashi Destiny has been a very, very popular product in the market. It's definitely going to cost you an arm and leg. I think it's going around for $200 to $300, around that much, just for the figure itself. And I'm not even counting the Zeus silhouette or the Wings of Light effects, which is going to cost you another $100 or at most under $200. So that's like around the what, $500 to $600 spent. And if you're going to want the complete set, I don't know what to say, bro. Like at this point, you might as well just sell your kidneys. But luckily today we have this bootleg kit, which can serve as an alternative option if you like the design for the metal robot Damashi. And for those who don't want to pay a whole lot. Alright, but that's enough talk for now. Let's just look at the kit, see what it excels and where it fails. Alright, so starting off, I got this kit from AliExpress for $50. It came in a very unique box, something that I really didn't expect to see from a bootleg. One thing I should just point out right now, that it seems that the third-party kit is heavily advertised to be the Destiny Spec 2 from the movie, not the original Destiny from the anime, which will be an important part later while I look over the design and aesthetics of the figure. The runners of the kit also look quite identical to the HG's counterpart, which is to be expected of course, since it is technically the same kit with the same engineering. The Wings of Light are also included in a separate box alongside a stand. The wings, however, are based on the original 2019 Metal Robot Damashi version, which I honestly prefer as opposed to the recent 2024 Wings of Light effect parts release. Other than that, a variety of effect pieces are also included, namely the Palma Fusiona blast effects, which stand out the most in my opinion due to its unique molding. The kit also includes water slide decals as well, and depending on your choice, you can either use Compass or Zap decals on your Destiny. All in all, just like any Destiny kit, no, not the MG or figure for that matter, there's a lot of fun and posability to be had with this bootleg. The most unique thing about this kit, however, is the metal frame that comes with it. So unlike any other HG kits with plastic joints, this bootleg actually comes with die-cast metal arms and legs, similar to the Metal Robot Damashi release. I also didn't expect the quality of the metal parts to actually be legit, coming from a third-party kit, which honestly very surprised me. Now, I won't be going over the articulation as much because it's pretty much the same thing as the Metal Robot Damashi Destiny, and it's on par with the HGCE Destiny as well. So it's pretty standard articulation. However, there's just one major difference, being the arms. So the arms of the Metal Robot Damashi figure are akin to that of a XH Figuarts, where it comes in a ball joint peg. Meanwhile, the bootleg is based off the style of a HG kit, where you can just easily remove an arm and place another one in. But honestly, I'm gonna say it right now, but I think I like the bootleg style of arms way better than the original release. Because, well, you see, with the Destiny's hands, you definitely wanna put it in poses where he's using all of his weapons, the high energy beam cannon, the railgun, whatever. And the more that you play with the arms, right, the more that the gauntlet loosens up. And eventually, after a while, that thing is going to become so loose, it's going to start falling off. Which is what happened to my 2019 Metal Robot Damashi Destiny. The arms got so loose, it just started becoming a pain in the ass. But this time, with the third-party kit, the hands are in the style of a HG. So you can just easily remove them and place in another one depending on your choice, what you want to pose with. But there's one major gripe I have with the bootleg, is the skirt armor falling off every time when you overextend the leg movements. It's the same problem the Master Grade also shares too, which is a damn shame because this limits what kind of poses you can do with the Destiny. It's kind of annoying to just pop back in the skirt and the side pieces every time you want to do dramatic poses with the legs. If you overextend too much, everything just starts falling apart. So it's just like the master grade all over again, man. But yeah, all in all, the bootlegs, articulation, and all that, just mostly the same as the regular HG and Robot Damacy version. Besides, just the skirt parts falling off like the master grade. Alright, so some of you guys already noticed, but some of the parts of my kit is actually pre-painted before this review. So going back to what I said earlier, the kit is advertised as a Destiny Spec 2, but some of the pieces of the armor and weapons are in the color of the regular Destiny Gundam. So for color accuracy, painting may be required if you're someone like me who wants an accurate representation of the Spec 2. The Aranda originally came in the regular Destiny colors, so I painted it white just to match the movie version, where Shinn painted the Aranda in race colors. As you can see, I actually have a lot of trouble painting white. I have some of the decals on the Aranda just to make it look cooler and all that. And as for the high energy beam cannon, I painted it emerald green. Looks pretty nice. I don't like the muted green that came with the kit, so I like something that stands out a little more. Another thing I want to note is the color. So I also have the real one above and the bootleg on the bottom. The real one is decked out with tons of decals, while I left the bootleg intentionally blank for now, just to compare what it would look like against the real one. In my honest opinion, the real one looks way better in every aspect due to the coloring and material used. I might be tripping, but in my previous review of the Metal Robot Damacy Destiny Spec 2, I said that the colors were brighter and more vibrant. But the third party, the bootleg colors on the armor is more based on the 2019 release of the Metal Robot Damacy. The gray isn't, I don't know how to explain it, but like, my bad. The Metal Robot Damacy Spec 2 is like a mix of gray and silver, so it looks more vibrant. But the bootleg is like straight gray. It's just like the high grade that released back in November of 2024. So looking back at it, it's very funny that Bandai has very specific styles for the high grade and the Metal Robot Damacy. But to be honest, for me, I definitely think that the Metal Robot Damacy Spec 2 stands out a lot. I like the colors, more vibrant, the plastic material, very, very cool. Anyway, speaking of the plastic, bootleg, my bad, the bootleg actually feels very, I don't know how to explain it, but the plastic doesn't feel cheap. It actually feels very well made for a bootleg. So I'm very surprised about that, because the thing with third party kits is that they break easily and they're a pain in the ass to deal with, is what I'm trying to say. But this, when I was putting the kit together, I didn't feel like anything was about to break. It felt very natural. But one thing that the high grade actually has an edge over the bootleg is the QC issues, because with Bandai kits, there's very rarely actually, no, I don't think there's ever been like a quality control issue with the kits, the model kit. But with these third party kits, you might have to be careful of what you get, because sometimes their quality control is either ass or completely fine. I've seen some people on Instagram posting about how some of the parts were warped or was missing. Luckily for me, I didn't have any of those issues, but I do have one, and it's this nasty, disgusting seam line. Look at that. Ugh, ugly. It might just be a skill issue on my part, but that's a major part I have with the third party, is how, some of the parts, I try super hard to just press them together, but it just won't work. So it's just a huge pain in the ass. I also thought I mentioned this too, but the effect pieces for the boomerangs and the Poma Fishona are not compatible with the high grade release. I mean, I guess you can just try to force it in, but nah, I wouldn't try that either. Alright, but this is the one that actually surprised me the most, and it's how the kit is somewhat compatible with the Zeus silhouette. So, with the bootleg kit being an almost exact replica of the original release, I decided to test if the kit can really be equipped with the Zeus silhouette. Alright, so we're back. I have the bootleg fully equipped with the Zeus silhouette and everything. So first off, like I said, I'm actually surprised how the kit is somewhat compatible with the equipment meant for the robot Damashi. Now I say it's somewhat compatible because of the connection pegs being the main issue. Due to the way the bootleg's bottom peg hole is molded, the connection pieces for the chest armor won't exactly work as intended. So the pieces, it can plug into the side, the back side skirt, but the thing just comes off as loose and is suffering from massive weight issues because of the peg not fully going in to the right hole. That kind of sounds kind of wrong. So the legs actually fit in very well. Just like the Metal Robot Damashi, it went in easily. I just slid it in and boom, fits perfectly. I didn't feel the need to use the leg stabilizers since it's already a perfect fit when slotting in the legs with the respective armor pieces, so that's a nice plus too. Other than that, the only major flaw I have with this kit is the weight, because the Zeus silhouette is not made for the bootleg, so it's just too damn heavy. So at certain points, the ab can crunch downwards due to all the massive weight in the back. As you can see, I try to use the left leg, try to holding the cannon, just so he can just stabilize it a little more. I also don't recommend putting it on a display stand too, since it can warp over time to the massive weight. But I have to say though, if you get the right poses going at the right angles, it looks extremely nice. Alright, so my final verdict, my final thoughts. Do I like this kit? Yes, it is definitely a good bootleg kit. Unlike, other examples that I've seen. But yeah, it's very stable. It's a nice figure to have. Because if you're missing out the Metal Robot Damashi release, yeah, go ahead, buy this. Definitely a cool piece. So one thing I want to end off is the possibilities of bootleg kits expanding more, because I didn't expect them to actually do a bootleg kit of a Metal Robot Damashi figure. I know that the Destiny Gundam is highly sought after, but it brings a possibility for them to do something else. Like, for example, the Zeta Gundam. I don't want to pay $500 for the Verka signature? Hell no, I'm not doing that. So maybe one day, if a bootleg company, they're like, yeah, if the Destiny was a success, we'll try something else. Like, I don't know, Mighty Strike Freedom, they can do that. The Zeta, like I said, Barbatos, anything. So the possibilities are endless, With that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next time. Peace.